Group projects are pretty much like playing the lottery with your grade. You can get an actually competent team, or more likely, you're about to get the idiot Avengers. And much like a real lottery, you're destined for failure. Hey, you can't play anymore. Man, who are you to who are you to tell me to stop? I can play as long as I want. No, literally, you can't play anymore. You don't have money. You're in debt to us by $3,000. Also, I want to know if other schools do this, but they're called team tests. It's a group project, but with a test, so now it's even worth more of your grade. But I'm going to be sharing with you my incidents and worst group projects I've ever had. Starting off with the geometry math test. So we've been put in our little groups, and they give us the test. And I look down, and this looks like alien hieroglyphic. We had no idea what like 90% of the test was. I mean, look at this, huh? Do you know what this is? Probably not, and neither do I. So we're just barely and slowly solving all these problems, and by the time there's like 5 questions left, maybe we had like 3 minutes left in class, so we just start panicking and just like start writing down random answers. And I'm sure you'll be surprised to know, but we didn't exactly do good on that test. I mean, math is the most confusing subject ever, especially geometry. The next story is the environmental science car. We were tasked with making this like popsicle stick car with like a propeller with like a battery pack attached to it, and thinking back at it now, it's kind of stupid that we all had the exact same things and we're told to make the exact same type of car because it's just the same car like 6 times. We put 6 identical Ford 1F50s in a straight line and made them start at the exact same time at the exact same speed. Who's gonna win? You'll be shocked to find out. But another thing was the cosmetic. We were supposed to make it look kind of nice. Now, obviously, you want your cosmetic to be like pointy, you know, it's more aerodynamic. Aerodynamic. But my teammate who made the cosmetic made a huge paper box. It was supposed to be like some mouse. It looked like this and just slaps it on there. And the second I saw this, I knew we were fucked. But it's not like we had enough time to like make a new one because it was part of the grade. So we put it on the track and no joke, this is what it does. Not only did the paper slow it down, but it weighed it to the left so it immediately crashed onto the side. Once again, I was screwed over by the hands of my so-called teammates. Now the worst group project I ever took part in. Last year, it was the mural. We were supposed to make a mural on paper based around a book that we had read. The book mostly consisted of her life when she was really young, kind of got flipped on its head due to a war. So it kind of went into like a sort of a downward spiral. And one of my teammates who, you know, he really captured this in such a subtle way that most people probably wouldn't even notice it when they first looked at it. It was very, very subtle and it just looks so good. He put a graph. Like an actual like business graph. Like what is that to measure her serotonin levels? And to add salt on the wound being a business graph, I guess. And one of my other teammates put cockroaches on the business graph to at least make some use out of it, as it was to represent the poor living conditions that she had at one point. And you want to know what Mr. Business Graph CEO colors them? You know, when you think of cockroaches, do you think of like a brown, maybe like maroon? He makes them bright red and blue. This ain't no damn Christmas party. What are these colors? So after that, our group project pretty much consisted of just a bunch of random objects from the story. A grenade, some soup, a radio, and a Mickey Mouse backpack. And everyone else made these like beautiful murals, and we were here with like a collage. And the cherry on top was that when he presented it, it was upside down. Just a magnum opus of our incompetence. Honestly, I feel like a big reason everyone hates group projects is just because, oh, you gotta work as a team. You gotta work as a team in real life, so you gotta learn how to work as a team in here. But most of the time, if you get stuck with like the class idiot, you're just screwed. This isn't teamwork, this is gambling. There's a lot of group projects that I've done, but none of them are really interesting because most of them are just like Google Slides. So anyways, that's all from me, and what's my outro again? So that's all I have to say about that, so see you next time, and you won't find the bodies.